Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear, and I have a package to open. This one I'm curious about. I'm excited, as always, of course, but this is a knife that has my curiosity. Right here is a Tactile Turn pen. This is their new Overlander seasonal release pen that I just got. I also have one of their bolt action pens in titanium that I got from River's Edge Cutlery, and I've recently just come to really appreciate their pens. They make awesome pens. And not too long ago, Tactile Turn, the pen making company, started Tactile Knife Co. And it's a knife making company, if you couldn't guess that. And they have one model so far. They have just started to come out, and I signed up for a spot when I saw that they were opening it up to sign up for spots. It was pretty easy to do so, and basically they're doing them kind of in batches of, I think, like more than 100 at a time. They're like reaching out to the people who have book spots, so it's actually going pretty quick, but my book spot hasn't come up yet. And I'm not the most patient person when it comes to trying new knives. I tend to want to try them. And this one, shout out to Kevin, left EDC. He let me know the other day that somebody was selling a Tactile Knife Co Rockwall. That's what they call their knife. And he asked if I or Kyle in our group chat were interested in it. And I was like, yep. And so, long story short, I bought this for just barely more than it costs new. Basically, I paid for it new plus the guy shipping it to me. And so that was pretty exciting. That worked out quite well. And it's here, so we're gonna bust into it and see what it is like. I don't want to say I have like weirdly high expectations, but their pens are really nice, and so I'm expecting this to at least be really nice. It's their first knife offering, and they're making them in Texas with cool, good materials, and it just, I don't know, for about $300 with the materials that they're using, making them in the US, I'm pretty impressed. So I don't know, I hope it's as good as I'm hoping it is. Because that would be really cool if there's another player in the US making a compelling offering that's not super cost prohibitive. So there's a lot of tape on here. I do like how much bubble wrap he used. It's nice. Feels a little better when you're buying something expensive and it's protected by the packaging, as I'm ripping through it like a savage. Alright, let's see what we got here. Feels like a cool case right off the bat. Alright, so there's this wax sealed little envelope, and also this band that I think was tied around the box or around the envelope. I don't know. So here's the box. We're going to get to this in a second because I believe what's in this wax sealed envelope. Did he not open this before? Doesn't look like it's been opened. I feel bad if I do open it, but it's my knife now. Oh, I don't want to rip that here. You know what we're going to do? We're going to cut it like a smart person. Sometimes I do things like a smart person. Not all the time, but sometimes. Alright, I'm going to cut across the top here. Good. I've seen pictures of these. So this is like the ownership card thing. And yeah, look at this. That's pretty rad. Alright, so the certificate of authenticity is on a metal card, and it's signed by hand. So this one is number 95, model Rockwall. I always want to say Rockwell because you Rockwell test steel. Anyways, scales are titanium, blade is XHP, hardness is 61 HRC. That's cool that they note that. Assembled by, his name starts with a B, Blake something, Blake. I don't know what that last name says. On 4/5/2021, so not that long ago. That's like 2 weeks ago from when I'm filming this, roughly. Probably made in the USA, and then it's got a list of names of the guys that work there. So pretty freaking cool. This other side is just blank, but there you go. So cool ownership card for sure. Points for that. slide that back in there and keep it safe. All right, so now in here, there's an interesting case so far. It feels like thick, maybe like 3D printed or machined, like plastic. What the? Oh wow, okay. It's magnetically clasped. Oh, what? It's not even a clasp. The whole lid is just magnetically placed on there. And yeah, this is like, it seems more milled out than 3D printed. Yeah, look at that. Another really cool touch so far. Yeah, presentation on this packaging is at the very least quite different, and then it's lined with like felt on this side. All right, this knife is real small. Let me think. Yeah, it's right here. Pretty similar to the Waypoint. I've heard people say that in other ways too, but size-wise, that's about where it sits. This machining, as I expected, feels really cool. A lot like the pens. It's got this machined texture on it. Feels really nice to me. Deep carry clip, that's low profile. Looks pretty classy to me. This is tactile on both sides of the blade. All right, let's see how it flips. Not bad. That's a thin blade. Pretty thin at the edge. Very precise tip. Nice and simple blade shape for sure. Nothing crazy going on here. Got a little bit of a swedge out there by the tip. Saber grind. It's a flat grind. It's a nice edge that's on it. That is sharp. It's marked XHP right here, kind of above the flipper. I don't know if you can see that. It is a liner lock, so we've got a liner screwed in, nested into the titanium scales. There's quite a bit of weight relief on both sides. Pretty big pockets milled out. It's definitely light. It feels really light. Yeah, this is going to be a cool little secondary, I think. It feels real light in hand. And it's thin, but it's not crazy thin. It's also a nice neutral handle, but it's just got this one groove up here. There's texture all over the scales, but they're rounded and machined quite well. Yeah, this is nice. Let's see how it closes. Okay, not a drop shutter, but it's smooth. Let's see if I can get it to fail. Let's try that again. Yeah, I can get it to, but it wants to go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's all fit up really well. It's sleek for sure. It seems really nice. Oh, it's numbered too, back here on the backspacer. Old titanium backspacer. It says number 95 right there. Yeah, this is... It seems very gentlemanly right out of the box, for sure. Seems pretty capable too, though. As a secondary for EDC type tasks, I imagine this is probably going to do fairly well. Blade is sharp, it's ground well. The edge is even. I like how precise the tip is. The pivots are machined. The screws are machined. It all seems very like they're flexing their capabilities pretty well. I don't know. I'm intrigued for sure. I think this knife has a case to be considered a pretty good representation of what can be done in the US for 300 bucks with titanium, XHP, nice little design, good machining, US labor. You know, like it's a yeah, this is interesting for sure. All right, well, it's out of the box. It's what we said we were gonna do, right? So I guess there it is. I'll be doing a first impression soon, and then ultimately a full review. And yeah, here it is in all its glory. The Tactile Knife Co Rockwall. Looks pretty cool. I'm liking it. Thanks, guys. See you on the next one.